Hello there and welcome back to Satisfactory. Yes, we're back on Satisfactory once again, going to be continuing our single player playthrough. But first, just a quick few little things that we're going to be playing with DDG, or Drunken Dragon Gaming, over here on YouTube. He is a live streamer. So if you'd like to check out his channel, definitely check his channel out down in the description below, along with him and others on my main YouTube page, underneath the friendly content creator section. So if you get the chance, definitely go and check them out. I almost messed that up. I do it every time, so I should be good at it by now, but sometimes I'm just not. Alright, so you're probably wondering what the heck this is. So just a quick little few things. We did some work in between episodes here, once again, as we usually do. I built a main train line down here, so those are the cooling systems up there, up on the cliff edge, and then I built this massive... oh yeah, so I have it back. Okay, good. I was about to jump off. But I built this massive bridge coming down here with the main train line, all the way down here to this brand new factory. So what is this brand new factory? If you have not seen it, this brand new factory is going to be our nuclear pasta factory. So the trains are gonna come in, dropping off all the materials. They're gonna go around this big, massive circle, which looks freaking epic so far. I've been working with this. These are all blueprints, by the way. And then you got your train line that comes in here. So you've got your nuclear pasta copper powder import, and then on this next one you've got your pressure conversion cubes for the nuclear pasta as well. So then those two items then get made into the nuclear pasta, which we have our export train station ready to go. So this does this massive circle. I've been working on blueprints for it. These are going to be the window blueprints to allow in some natural light. Looks like I need to adjust some of the windows. That doesn't quite match. I've been working with this, trying to come up with a neat design that kind of fits with the rest of this, which this actually didn't work out too badly. I'm pretty happy with it. Plus, I was taking inspiration from the particle accelerator with the small windows. So that's kind of what I was designing for. And then we've got blue, because, blue looks good. Blue and black always looks really good together. The whole Tron thing. We got signs around these pillars here, which is the main support pillars for the structure. So there's going to be two structures on this factory. There's going to be the outer ring structure, which is where the train line is going to be and whatnot. And then in the middle here, we're going to have a smaller structure. I'm not going to say what it is yet, because I want to, kind of build it before you guys see it, hopefully. But inside this middle structure, that is going to be we're going to have 4 particle accelerators making nuclear pasta here. Eventually, there'll probably be more. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that'll be where the nuclear pasta gets made, and whatnot. And then so all the materials are going to be coming in from that way, and then out this way is where want to export into the train station there. And then, like I said, there's going to be 2 structures. So what about the rest of this? The rest of this is going to exist. The rest is going to be a big old space. So I kind of wanted it to be like a Tron, like space station ring with a smaller structure in the center. So that's kind of what I'm going for. I'm thinking about putting these on the bottom as well, just without the internal lights. But obviously this is going to be a structure, so I wanted internal lights on the train station inside here. Plus, we'll put in a light controller so we can change the light color if we want to as well. So, yeah, that's just a thing there that works pretty well. Everything's looking pretty good. So, anyway, now that we've kind of explained all that and showed you what's been happening, we're going to be not working on this today. Unfortunately, we're going to be helping Dragon because we need more rubber and plastic. Because a certain somebody took up all the rubber and plastic for their computer factory. So their computer factory needs like 700 and some odd plastic and rubber a minute, and if they get that, the rest of the factories are going to suffer, unfortunately. So we're going to be helping out Dragon create a new rubber and plastic factory, which is going to be over in the blue crater, we're going to be building a train line. We might even help them build the factory. We'll see, like we have in the past. But yeah, that's just a thing. Just one of those things that we kind of help with, and we're the train man, so we've got to go help them with the train line. We need to get a train line out to the blue crater. Oh, also that little exit point that you've seen down there, that little, because it's like a Y junction. That Y junction is going to that cave down there. There's a cave down there with uranium in it, and we'll be collecting that uranium much later. So, anyway, without any more further waste of your time, let's go ahead and hop on into chat. And let's see what Dragon has set up for us, because it's his stream, his server, so we tend to follow his orders. You know, and whatnot. So let's get our orders from the sergeant, even Sergeant Dragon, and see what kind of trouble we can get ourselves into. How's it going?
Hey, buddy. Got I'm having some weird FPS staggers.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's very stuttery today. At least for me.
Let's see. Yeah, mine's not too bad.
Okay, well, could be me then.
Now, what's your ping?
My ping was at 80. It's pretty solid. What's my current ping? Oh my goodness.
It's high.
It was up around 700 there for a second, but yeah, it's up around 130.
Oh, that's what mine is.
But no, when I first pulled it up, it had it up over 700. I'm going, oh well, that would definitely cause that.
Yeah. Alrighty. Ooh, I think I have an idea. I need to get a rail line down to you, and I think I might have just figured out a way.
Uh-oh, chat. Thunder's got ideas.
Yep. Yeah, you know how that goes.
Could be dangerous.
Very. Yeah, you remember that that four-way that I made that you didn't end up using?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be able to use that now.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
Get a rail line down to you. Maybe.
All right. There we go. We got everything marked down there now. Okay, we got a lot of coal. Oh, we could do a really nice gunpowder factory right over there. There's 4 nodes of coal. 1, 2. Oh wait, there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. 3 pures. Normal, an impure, and a normal. Okay. Wow, that's gonna be a lot of oil.
Yep, that is a lot of oil.
And we're seriously wanting to take all that and turn it all into plastic and rubber?
Well, considering that the rubber factory is the one you made, which was already insane, is already being used.
Yeah. Instead, if I do that, then that's it. That's the end of the oil. There's no more oil on the map. That's all I was getting at. think I got me an idea here. I'm gonna use this as a bit of a decoration. All right, let's go single wide foundations.
So, and there's no way to single out oil either.
No.
So I was trying to think, I was like, is there any way that we could single out oil or make it so that it'd be insane? But we've already done the insane, so.
Right. I'm gonna need a big footprint.
Yep. That's why I suggested the lake. Just build over the top.
Oh man. There we go. That way we can have a decoration inside the factory.
Oh, yeah. Gotta do the geothermal plant.
Putting the yeah, we'll throw one in there just because.
Yep. Yeah, they freaking look cool. They're just useless. Yeah. They are the cool definitely one of the cooler buildings out there. Yeah. So I didn't leave.
That it makes fun noises.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting about well, we're getting wow.
Wow.
Oh wow, it's going with a full fluctuation. Yeah, it's literally bouncing back and forth between 200 and 600.
Yep. Already? Oh dear.
What's that?
Yeah. And we're back.
Right, now where am I in relation to? Okay, it's all up there.
Let's see, what's that blueprint called? Okay. Alright. I'm just going to remake the blueprint entirely. Take about a few minutes. Maybe that'll stop causing me to crash when using it.
I need a bigger fly swatter.
Yeah, sadly the bug season is coming. It's coming real fast.
Alright, there's the impure. Alright, there's normal. Try to locate all the oil pieces so I kind of put a plan for. That's normal. That's pure. So gotta have a plan on how these pipes are gonna run.
The cool thing is if you're building out on the lake, I think some of those are going to be higher up, so you might not even need pumps. I guess it depends on your elevation to build them.
Yeah. Oh, autosave. I am not gonna run anywhere right now. Not with the stagger I've been having, plus an autosave. Yeah. Oh, that's a lot of spiders.
Yeah, those are why there's so many good resources in that area. Got a very high hostility rate. Bridge type E.
Alright, I got that.
Okay. Hopefully that'll fix that. No more crashes.
Hey, Brian. Huh. I made stuff blow up.
Oh yeah?
Alright. Going back to where I was. Bad boy, how you doing? Oh, that's a big boy.
That probably helps if I turn that.
All right. Oh.
Oh no, I broke the intersection. Stupid buggy tracks. And so is that one.
You have bugged out tracks?
A little bit. Not anymore though. It's fixed. Apparently that train decided it didn't want to go that way. Yeah. I'm gonna have to rebuild this intersection, I think. Because that's not supposed to be happening. Okay. Yeah, the train isn't supposed to go past the intersection, where it's supposed to turn, and then make the turn after the intersection, and then back.
Oh. Yeah.
Oops.
Somebody turned off priority switch.
It's because I disconnected the rail line.
Ah.
Oh,
Hey, Gwen.
multiple fuse blown.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for the raid, Gwen.
Holy crap, dude.
Wow.
Good God, man. Nice. Welcome, Raiders!
Alright, let me finish getting this foundation put down so we can actually build something interesting. And I can stop bouncing around with this rocket fuel on my backpack. Man, this rocket fuel, whew, you go airborne quickly.
Yeah, makes sense.
Hope you all had a great time with Gwen over in Valheim. Ah. Server's not playing too nice with me right now. So what I'm doing is I'm building the basics for the factory. So that's why you just see me put a floating platform down. Because then we got to put in some oil rigs over there, and we're going to bring the oil in underneath this foundation. And it's going to feed into all of our factory pieces. Because somebody decided to use all the rubber.
Yeah.
Oh, that is absolutely amazing, Gwen. Thank you so much. Hey, Kongbill, how you doing, buddy? All right. And is this going to be big enough? Probably not. Not with the amount of oil we're going to be bringing in.
Confused the hell out of the trains all of a sudden. Oh dear.
Blowing stuff up with snowballs.
Stick around.
All right, chat, bear with me just a second. I'm going to go turn on a light so I don't go blind in here. And probably grab a quick smoke, and then we got, to do math, because it's gonna be 3 600s, 2 300s, and 1 150. So that's gonna be 4 pipes, 4 pipes worth of 600. So just those 4 alone, that's gonna be. Let's see, the rubber factory that I built over the other area. I don't remember how much. I don't remember how much oil I was using over there. Hey, I realize the answer to that is all of it, but
More finite number might be helpful.
right. Yeah, because we've got so for each one of these refineries, oh, that's gonna be such a head scratcher. Oh, and I should have thought about that. I didn't build my factory high up enough to be able to put water turbines underneath it. Wait a minute, am I going to need water?
No, we didn't need water before.
I didn't think so.
I used that one recipe that uses the petroleum coke.
Right, right.
Of course, I don't know if you can do that for plastic, though.
Plastic, I can do that too.
Okay.
Because it's just taking the overage of the heavy oil residue and converting it into petroleum coke. And if I really want to get silly with it, then I can put up coal plants and run the petroleum coke into the coal plants. That feels like a waste of an effort because that doesn't get us nearly enough power. Because I believe that was originally the plan tonight, was going to work on power.
Well, that was modular, or it was turbo end motors.
Yep, turbo motors was the other one, but I realized at the end of the stream last week, I realized that we were dangerously low on energy.
Nothing a few more boosters can't solve. Just keep throwing them down till the end of time.
All right, Quinn. Hey, again, thank you so much for the raid. You are absolutely epic. Hey, don't do that. All right, so we have an oil node here. This is the crappy oil node. This will be the last one that I try tapping for our pipes. That way. All right, there's that one. We got one here. And that's normal. All right, let's go ahead. Load it down with power shards. That'll get us 300 per minute coming out of that. Let's do this. We're gonna need more of those when the autosave finishes. There we go. Yeah, because overclocking this one, that's just going to get us 150. Right, there's those two. All right, the next two are over here.
Yeah, run into it.
300. I've got a couple of hard drives anyways.
Oh,
I picked them up over here.
yeah. There's actually quite a few in the area. Talk about crazy weather. I've got, we were 75, almost 80 degrees today, and we're underneath the blizzard warning.
Oh.
But the blizzard warning is for the next, for tonight to tomorrow. It's like, wait a minute, what?
Alright, what's it take to make rocket fuel? Rocket fuel is turbo fuel with nitric acid.
Cool thing is you do have nitrogen gas near the blue crater.
I saw that.
And you got some pure iron nodes. So, yeah. Up here and a couple normals.
So what I might do, what I'm thinking I might do is go over near that nitrogen and build a turbo fuel plant that's going to convert all the turbo fuel into rocket fuel. Turbo fuel, the best one that we had. Oh, Okay, that's... There's plenty of sulfur and... Oh. So I need to make petroleum coke. Yeah. And I'm trying to break my brain. That would be the best way to do it, though, is with the blender, because that would get us our best bang for the buck. So that means I don't want to turn all of this heavy oil residue into fuel.
So you definitely want to go with the blended turbo fuel.
Yeah. Okay, here's what might be a even better idea. I think this will work out for the best. Let me double check.
And I have to build over the top of this iron node.
Yep. All right. So petroleum coke is just heavy oil residue. I'll be producing 2,400 heavy oil residue per minute. What I actually might ask you to do, hold on, let me look and see how far away that is. It's just right there. I'm not going to run a train for that. That would be silly. Well, because if you look at where the geyser is on the map, it'll greater. And then just south to it, you see all the coal nodes. I was sitting here going, all right, well, this is where I can work on building or just to the west of it, actually closer over there where the sulfur and those geysers are. Somewhere in between there. It's silly to run a train from the geyser to here. It's better for me to just run a pipe. But instead of trying to produce fuel or anything over here, do this spot over here that's strictly just the rubber and the plastic. And then have the heavy oil transferred over there. And that will take care of that. So I think that's how we're going to do it. All right, let's remove these. So 16 refineries. Hold on. That still doesn't divide nice. What am I doing here? Am I just doing horrible math? This for rubber, max that out like that. $75 crude oil per minute. And 600 divided by 75 is 8. Okay. So each pipe fills 8 machines. Alright, that's gonna do 8 machines. Let's see, 8 machines. I got a picture of how these pipes are gonna run too. Let's bring this forward just a little bit. Ah! Four. Yeah, this is gonna make pipes. This is gonna make the pipes not look nice.
Dude, help with that.
I'm trying to work out a way to how I want to do this. I mean, I've got enough space. I could make them face each other. But then I realized trying to run pipeline underneath here is going to be almost impossible because the water's not deep enough for me to stand in. Trying to run pipes underneath here.
How tall is it? Can you hover underneath there?
Yeah, if I had power over here.
Oh, thought you did. Brought some power.
Not. Oh, I've got power brought over here, but I don't have power out here on the platform. Because I was still working on the layout, you know? Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I think that thing's gonna be in the way. But it's gonna stay there because it just looks cool. Yeah, this platform is not nearly big enough for this many refineries.
Yeah.
So I think what we're gonna need to do, we're gonna expand this out this direction.
I'm right next to... I hope this is fixed. 1.1. Stupid hover pack.
See, apparently it doesn't matter if you have power.
Yeah, well, when you're dealing with the rail, it gets a little buggy sometimes. You'll be right next to a powered rail, and the game will, or the pack will act like it has no power. It's just like, I'm right next to a powered rail. You have power, you stupid thing.
We're gonna expand this down in both directions. At this rate, I'm gonna wind up covering up the entire lake.
It's a fungus lake anyway, so I'd imagine it's not too nice down there.
Yeah, it's a little stinky over here.
Yeah. I remember when I pulled all that oil, I had a massive, like, platform above the water for my 10-car train.
Smells like feet over here. I'm just glad I got my helmet.
Yeah. You know what they should have done is for the blue crater, they should have, like, if you're down in it, down on the bottom near the bottom there, you should have had to have your gas mask on the entire time with filters.
Oh, that would have been awful.
Yeah.
Sitting here trying to build.
Yeah, but it would also kind of make sense. So I imagine the air would be pretty damn toxic when it's all condensed in a small area like
Yeah.
that.
But I mean, they got the fart rocks all over the place.
Yeah.
All right. Now, I think that's going to help us. Because I'm going to break this up and do it in segments of 8. That'll make it easier on me to run the pipes and split them. All right, now, let's try this again. Refinery. Bring this to about here, so we got room for the pipe to run down. So 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. All right, there's those 8. Then we give it a brief gap here. One, 2, 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. Oh, that's still not enough room. That's just for the first 2 pipes. And man, we are going to be sucking down so much power. Just thinking about this. Oh, sorry.
You're right there.
Yep, that was my manly sneeze. see what this say.
Jeez.
Ah.
Take that fan out of that window now. Sounds like it's gonna either blow up or take off. One of the two.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Trying to finagle in my head how these belts are gonna work. So it's 1600 plastic and 1600 rubber. The belts only handle 780, 720,
780, yeah.
780.
Could just run the 2, forget the 20.
You know, yeah, that's what I was just thinking. That's only 20.
Yeah. And you're eventually gonna have 1200 anyway, so.
So yeah, so each group of 8 will get a belt, and I've got them separated into groups of 8, so that makes it easy as far as the belts go. Oh, that gives me an idea. That gives me an idea. Okay, let's... Which side are you bringing the train in on? Hopefully not the side I've got the pipes on.
What side you got the
I'm not sure. I'm not sure where you're coming in at.
You can kind of see. I don't know if you can see the bridge or not.
Can't see the bridge. Oh yeah, yep. I can see the bridge. Okay, yeah, you're coming in there,
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
roughly.
Currently doing a
Oh,
1
that's-
meter incline, or decline.
Okay, yeah, those are working really well. That was working really well. That one's full. And that That was full. All right, good. So that's got the pipeline flooded with crude oil. Which means when we kick this thing on, it's going to start really spitting stuff out. All right, so if he's coming in there,
I mean, I could come in anywhere on that whole platform, so
yeah, I see that.
I just got to get down there first.
Yeah, we'll probably have to throw down a little extra platform to give you a place to put train stations.
And out of steel beams. I ran the entire storage out of steel beams.
Oh my goodness.
Wow, we might need to get some more uploaders on that.
And I had that thing running pretty full tilt.
Yeah, but you only probably got one uploader on there.
Yeah.
Well, I placed the blueprint.
Autosave.
Yeah, but that was before the autosave, though. So, there we go. That's it placed.
Thunder's out there breaking stuff.
Yeah, looks like steel beams are going to be an issue. For this, anyway. That's all the way across the map, too. Oof. It's a very long ways away.
Oh, I can do this way. Would this work? Yeah, it could wind up still looking ugly.
Yeah, I thought I'd build a nice steel truss bridge all the way down to it.
So chat, what I was looking at was options here. I could just throw up, mergers, stack them on top of each other, make it look good that way. Or I could do the stackable conveyor pole, and that would work too.
I can't wait for those new mergers and splitters. Those look so good.
They do. I just hope 1.1 isn't going to make us have to restart.
No, it's mainly like an item addition, like a buildable addition. So. Which is what they said it was going to be. It was mostly going to be adding new buildables to the game to make your life easier or better, or make
Right.
things look better. Nothing super game changing.
You
Parts
saying my
purchase
eyeballs are on fire?
confirmed. Promotion delayed by X times part value plus fix-it stock value.
What'd you say was on fire?
My eyeballs.
Ada like interrupted you.
Tell Ada we've had enough of her sass. Alright, so more likely the train station is going to be over here in that area. So let's run this way.
I gotta have the window open so it stays cool in here for right now. Start getting them higher temperatures. The PC is not too happy with the ambient air temperature being at 80 degrees.
Oh yeah, no.
It's like it may be it's in its own little environment inside there, but when the outside temp is just as hot as the inside temp,
Yep.
it's like there's no cooling going on. It's too poor to afford liquid cool. I might be able to go a spiral. Still up way too high.
All right. So the plan is that these are going to exit out through this way. Just got to decide on how it's going to do that. There's that one.
The heck was that noise? Very strange.
What noise?
I don't know, it sounded like some great beast from beyond.
Oh, yeah, that's this guy down here hanging out by the by the wreckage. One of the giant spitters.
It wasn't one of them. Sounded like something much bigger and angrier. This is the ambient sounds.
Ah,
But it was just like, ooh.
alright. I think this will work for Tundra. For loading train stations once he has them in place. That looks like he's building a spaceship up there. He thinks this is space engineers.
Yeah. It's like, well, I am hovering. So.
Alright, now.
Since I decided on a spiral, I decided there was no reason for a 1 meter hill.
Gotcha.
So it's like, I have to do a spiral at the end of this to get down to you anyway, so it's like, might as well not even have the 1 meter hill.
Alright, so that's 800. 800. $600. So that's 4 pipes. So how do we break these up into 4 pipes? Because this is... Wait. Gotta do that. One of these. One of those. That's 150. Ah, damn. They don't face each other quite the way I want them to. Okay. Another option. Working on options here.
Yep.
I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna run the residue out of here.
We're at the opposite way of the rubber and plastic.
Can't. Because there's not an opposite direction. I've got the rubber and plastic both, I've got them pointing to the middle. So I got that space in between the groupings that I did. And so I figured out that if I take the first 8 on one side facing one direction, take the other 8 on the other side and face it the opposite direction, then the belts could run into stacked belts that you could easily run to the train. And keep it nice and clean. At least that's my theory.
It's a little too far.
Because I don't want to break your train of thought from what you're working on, but I was going to ask you to come down and take a look and see what you thought.
Well, looks like I'm going to be forced to. I lost power. Even though I'm right next. Don't get a choice.
No. Coming down whether you like it or not.
Yep. Yeah, I deleted the rail I was connected to, but it should switch to another rail, but it doesn't.
Oh.
So just like, no, you have no power. It's like, what? I'm right here.
So I'm grabbing a smoke. Sorry, I didn't expect you to show up quite so soon. I wasn't ready. I didn't have coffee and cake made yet.
That's what I need. I need some coffee.
But I mean, if you look in the middle here where I've got the lifts sitting at,
Okay.
If you follow the lifts to the point that the belts don't run,
Towards the middle.
So I've got everything pointing towards the middle, and then was gonna try taking it from there and put it either on like a stack pole, or I even thought about stacking up splitters just as a, not to split it, just as a way to run the belt.
I mean, the conveyor poles do look much nicer, though.
So
Just have random splitters.
yeah, a random splitter that's not actually splitting anything.
Yep. Yeah, because the conveyor pole will give you the exact same effect anyway. So.
But I was having trouble figuring out how I wanted to do that in between them. But then the other thing I was trying to figure out is how I'm going to run the piping out of these.
Where's the piping going? Or where's the... Which way do you need it to go, I guess?
In that general direction. Or actually probably more like here.
So go all the way out the south end to all the pipes.
Yeah, my challenge was trying to figure out how I was going to get the pipes to where the end result would be 4 pipes with 600 each.
Yeah.
Trying to do the math on that is doing a job to my walnut. I already had to do too much thinking today at work.
Here.
And yeah, I figured I was going to have to come out the south side. But what what did you think of the idea of having the stuff come out the middle there for you?
As long as I've got the space, which it looks like I do, for a couple of train stations out this west end here. That keeps it well away from the south end. So.
Yep. Yeah, because I was just looking at where you were coming in at, and so I was like, oh, okay, well then let me plan for extra foundation over on that side so you can do his train station over there.
No. Didn't quite have enough fuel to get up there.
Ah,
I've only got puny tier of fuel.
not good. Where's it gonna put me? Oh yay! See, I made it up here just fine.
Yeah, with you and your rocket fuel.
Yeah, it doesn't look bad down there. But yeah, you may have to do a corkscrew.
Well, yeah.
Which is interesting in that in their little teaser that they had a corkscrew.
Yeah. Well, I think the main thing they were showing off with the rail lines was, did you notice the signals were on the left side, not the right?
I did.
Yeah. So there's going to be signals that you can put on either side.
Which, from what I understand, the people that really do a lot of the work with the trains are super stoked about that.
Yeah. Because sometimes it's just more convenient to put it on the left side.
All right.
But I'm hoping there's. Let's see. Yeah, now the fun part. Designing the spiral without running into the things down there.
I used the creature to catch my fall. Yeah, this is wide open for whatever. No, don't come over here. Try to make you go away. Get out of the. Oh, now he's thoroughly stuck in there.
Yeah, which means put him out of his misery.
Yeah, he's not. He doesn't really care about snowballs.
Yeah, their hitbox is a little weird too sometimes. That's why he's able to get underneath the flooring. Because technically the creature's box is below that platform.
Right.
Which honestly they should have fixed. Should get that fixed.
Okay. That worked out perfectly though with the foundation. The water hole with the geyser in it.
It works. And you're just gonna power your whole factory up.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna need a whole lot more than 200 to 600 megawatts. Each of those is 150. I've got 16 of these. So each group of 4 would be a pipe. But unfortunately, the outputs aren't directly facing each other.
The only way that'd work is if you offset them.
Yeah.
Which that was another mod that was pretty nice to have, was the mod for the ability they had mirrored machines.
Oh, okay.
So you could place one machine and then you could mirror the next one to match,
Oh,
which was really nice.
yeah, I bet it
Basically
was.
swapping the inputs with the pipe input, belt input.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely won't have this finished tonight because I gotta build a whole other factory that's gonna be using the heavy oil residue. So this will be worked on again next Tuesday. Hopefully next Tuesday I'll be a little bit more awake. My brain is just shot. Now, if I do... Oh, what if I do this? No, that doesn't work. I hate it when I do that. It's like, oh, I have an idea. And then it's like, oh, no, wait. No, I don't.
Your brain immediately shoots down the idea. But nope.
Yeah, that's not going to work. Anyways. What if I do this? Can I do this and... Nope. Darn. Well, that was an idea. That's no longer an idea. What if I... That's gonna look ugly as hell. That's not quite in the middle. There we go. Alright, so then we'd run this to there, that to there, like that. Oh no, that's just gonna get messier and messier. Yeah, I could. But dear God, the number of junctions that are going to be going down this area, and then making sure I split them in the right spot, that's not going to work. Okay. Oh, okay. What if I do this?
It's too much for hoping. Limit. Good news is it's not too close. Okay, I just gotta move it over. Three.
That's 200. $300. $400. $500.
Light the actual track. The spiral. So I built it and then I had to move it over.
Hmm.
I ran into there's a mushroom landmass over there near the water.
Okay.
Yep, that's like, yep, the train's gonna clip it, fortunately. And not just a little bit, pretty heavily. It's like half the inch.
Oh
Going
goodness.
through. It's like, well, that's not gonna work.
All right, let's get those lined up. They're not centered the way I wanted them, but if I tried moving any closer, then I wind up with a problem with the other junction. So it'll just have to work this way. But then I still got to figure out how we're going to do the stackable pipe.
It's pipe stackers.
Well, no, I know that. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to lay it out.
Nah. Wrong way. Towards the bar.
It's going to have to go like this.
Yeah, what I'll often do is lay the stackers out beforehand and then see how it looks. Just lay out the stackers in the path you want to take.
Now, will the stackers actually show me a line?
Yep. As long as you got a line, like a proper line to line up with. Usually they'll give you a line.
Oh, that means my pipes are going to be in the way. Crap.
Butcher pipes.
My exit pipes. Well, maybe not. I'm sure Thunder can work around that.
Yeah.
This is turning into an interesting build.
It's an alarm.
There's those four. Oh yeah, so Frostbite, we found out that all that the crazy factories that I built for plastic and rubber apparently have already been used,
Yeah.
and so we're having to build another rubber and plastic factory. Unfortunately, that's going to cause a problem when it comes to making some of the newer fuels and stuff. But we'll conquer that hurdle when we get to it. So in the meantime, I'm trying to figure out. Well, we're using this residual oil that's coming out of here, and it's going to go to a rocket fuel factory. So that's what you're seeing me do here, is trying to split this stuff up, because I got enough coming out for four full pipes of residual oil. And that has to be lined up with those. Is that correct? Stop that. Autosave. Now that goes away. This connects there. That connects here. And then we build another pipeline stack. Carefully.
Very good.
This one's going to go to number 2. Okay. Now we do the last grouping. Yeah, I think I got it figured out. I just hope it doesn't screw with the exit belts for rubber and plastic.
That thing, there's always vertical.
I say I did go vertical. With the pipes. Kind of made a bit of a wall of pipe.
Ah! Too far away from my train line. Would it be possible to scooch these oil lines over slightly?
What? After I've already ran everything?
That's why I was asking. Just these oil lines back here. Scooch them over a foundation.
Give me a second. I can't see what you're looking at. I'm trying to get my pipelines lined up here. Ah, damn it. He broke my focus. That can't be correct. It's because it's not. Let me just get these junctions lined up and I'll come take a look.
Laid down some pipe.
Oh, and then I've still got to run these 4 pipes out to wherever I'm going to build the rocket fuel. Because we'll use the local nitrogen to do it. Wow, time did get away on me. Goodness. Man, I mean, we did wind up starting a little late, but that's because I got home a bit late from work. Trying to get stuff done. Ugh.
There's the 2 train stations down.
All right, well, that'll get our rubber and our
I've completely buried that one oil line.
plastic. Let's see, the station holds how much?
Oh, Lord.
Said 2,400?
That's like
Okay. They stacked 200.
8
So it's gotta be
by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So 48 stacks, 48 times 2. That's just under 100. That's 96.
48 times 200 and 9,600.
All right, and we're going to be producing 1,600 a minute. So that means it's going to take 6.5 minutes to fill a station.
Yeah, there's nowhere near anywhere close enough to be able to be here before that train station fills up.
Right.
And then you take that and you multiply it by 5, which is 48,000 stacks. Or 48,000. Not stacks.
48,000 total, yeah. Wait a second, where are we getting 48,000 from?
Well, if each train station can hold 9,600, take that times 5, that's 48,000.
Oh, yeah.
There's 5 cars. We're going to need a 5 car on this to get to where those need to go.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because this is so far out of the way. Many factories.
It is.
Yeah. It's like, I'm not going to get enough plastic in my factory. I'll just add a couple more cars and you'll get it.
Right?
Speaking of, I did have to add a 3rd car of nitrogen gas to that.
Really?
Yeah, and it's got 2 trains on it. And when it's working at full capacity, it just gets enough to keep running.
Wow.
It burns so quickly.
Yeah, it does go through really, really fast. Yeah, I'm not sure how to adjust these pipes. But we're going to have to. They're going to have to come in quite a ways because you need room for your belts.
Yeah, minimal room for the belts up. About half a foundation for the belts, roughly.
Man, I spent so much time meticulously getting the angles on this and everything set. Because these pipes are a pain in the butt.
So you want me to fix it?
You are more than welcome to.
Okay. Yeah, we'll put them... I just need them over a foundation to be able to fit everything.
Oh, did you see how I did the residue?
Yeah, gotta run into the middle here. Oh, you got one pipe that's not going to the end yet. Oh, wait, no.
Wait.
Never mind. You have a pipe stacker here. That confused me. Yeah, this pipe stacker here. I thought there was a pipe attached to that.
Oh, yeah, no, there's nothing attached to that.
Yeah, you can replace these pipe stackers with belt stackers if you like. They all snap together.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the only spot that I saw a potential issue was right here. Because this is supposed to be where the rubber and the plastic exit.
Yeah.
So I wasn't sure how I was gonna figure out how to finagle the belts.
Yeah, there's a few different ways. Move your pipes. Move your pipe stackers over here. And move them to this exact spot here. And then it
Okay.
eliminates that entirely.
All right. Oh man. Sorry, give me a second. My sinuses are starting to flood on me.
Yeah, that's like.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. With the belt stacker and the pipe stacker, yeah, that does look a lot better like that.
Mm-hmm. And then that opens up the space for the middle.
Okay.
I'll have to reattach these. Burger. Boop. Yeah. Then now there's space in the middle, it's fully opened up. Ah. Starting to be a slight bit of lag.
Yep. Yeah. Well, that's why I've been experiencing over here the whole friggin' time.
Oof.
Yeah, I was having that when I was just laying down the foundation. But I think it's all these smoke effects and mist effects and everything. But hey, this was a really good start. But I think I am gonna have to call it a night. I need to get some rest. Help fight these allergies. A little bit of sleep helps the body heal. So let's take a look, chat. Thank you for the 10 likes. You guys are amazing. Let's go. Ooh. Not a lot of choices here. She'll be wrapping up in just a second. Oh, let's see. Let's go. We'll go visit Salty Sticks. He's playing some GTA 5.
Perfect. Oh, no.
Oh, all right, cool. Nice. And they're already full. That didn't take long.
Oops.
So, all right, chat. This has been a lot of fun, and I'll catch y'all tomorrow on the next one. Y'all have a great night.
Later. Alrighty, well, with that though, that is going to be it for this episode of Satisfactory on the dedicated server. We'll probably continue this factory next time because I know he wants to work on it, obviously, and whatnot. I don't want it to turn out like the last factory where I ended up finishing it and then taking away all his fun. It was pretty fun. Well, I was chatting with him for like several hours after we recorded that one session, and I ended up finishing the fused modular frames factory because I mean we were just mainly waiting on the train anyway, and I just finished hooking up all the belts and stuff. This is nowhere near finished, so don't want to take all the fun away. But yeah, this is gonna work out hopefully pretty good with the plastic and the rubber, because this definitely needed we definitely needed some more because of a certain someone with their plastic and rubber fetish. Just kidding. No, we have another player that is usually on here as well. Viper, he has a computer factory that needed more rubber and plastic than we could provide, so just had to go out and make another one. Oops, that doesn't need to exist. Nope. Yeah, there. Actually, oh no, it is only 2 belts. Never mind. It is only 2 belts. Wait. What the heck am I doing? Oops. Don't ask me what I just did, because I have no freaking clue what I just did there. I'm getting tired, that's what it is. But yeah, we're about to end the episode, or we're ending the episode anyway. Just gotta get these belts in place. Yeah, because that was a bit of a mess trying to get this rail line built. And I still got to do the supports for it later and all that stuff. So, why is that? What is that? By the way, there's something up here that's highlighted. Why do not? They're probably gonna stay highlighted. Yeah, they're gonna stay highlighted until I fix the bug. Sorry, yeah, I'm getting tired too. But yeah, we've got the for the most part the spiral is complete, other than just a bit of a structural type deal. Then we got it down to our train line, so yeah, I was just like, there's no reason to do a 1 meter slope and then do a small little spiral where it went around like 2 or 3 times. It's like, if you're going to go with the spiral, definitely make sure it's worth it. Definitely want to be worth it, because these things are a little bit of work to put together. I mean, technically the spiral is complete. I could leave it like this, but I'm not gonna, of course. It's not gonna happen. But I do got to finish it. But anyway, though, with that though, like I said, that is going to be it. So I do hope you enjoyed, as well as a quick little reminder that if you'd like to check out Dragon's channel, live streamer here on YouTube, the one that owns this server and the one we were in voice with, link to his channel will be down in the description below of this video, along with a link. Along with him and others on my main YouTube page underneath the friendly content creator section. So if you definitely get the chance, go check them out. But yeah, like I said, that's gonna be it, and I do hope you enjoyed. Oh, and before you go, I would like to give a huge shout out and thank you to all of the investors you can see here. Seriously, thank you. You guys are awesome. It is much appreciated. And until next time, I guess it's a goodbye.